Okay, we are back with more Honkai Star Rail, and this one we're actually advancing the story, and I have to apologize. I'm trying some new stuff to record the audio just to make it easier on me, and it didn't really work out so well in the last one. So it just didn't work. So there's not going to be audio. Oh, so there's just not going to be audio. You know, well, let's play as Natasha, whatever. There's not going to be audio for most of it, but I'll probably.
Friends, are you ready to head out?
Let's go.
Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
It's going. Oh God, just more cutscenes. Okay.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Branya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before.
I didn't mean to click that.
Take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? The responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
Oh. Don't yell at my girl. How dare you?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Branya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Branya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon.
Oh?
You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
That's what we're here asking for, so yeah.
Yes. I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Branya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Is she also gonna get, like, brainwashed? Are we gonna have to kill Bronya? I'd be so sad.
Finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like.
Nom 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 nom. This is why we're besties, March. What flavor is it?
should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
That's not how you say that word.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Why is Sanpo even here? Why do people trust him with everything if this is to be expected behavior from him? A friend in need is a friend indeed. Let's find Landio.
The bro or the sis?
Yes.
If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little new.
Yeah, how are you like seeing the sky for the first? This is the first time you've ever been up here, right? So how do you like the sky and everything?
The last time I was on the surface.
Okay,
I
never
was
mind.
still a child.
Never mind.
I
Oh,
have no
never
memory
mind.
of
Never
any
mind
of
to
this.
my never mind.
The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go.
Okay.
There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
In the oh, I didn't even have time to read it out loud.
I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian
let's
is
play as
probably learned
Marge.
of our arrival already. Branya.
Oh, hang on. I actually want to switch up the team really quick. To a more story-appropriate team. Let's go. Hang on. How do I want my team to be right now? Honestly, let's just switch team 1 to, like, story-appropriate team, I guess. Like, there's us 3. We don't have Bronya with us right now. We don't have Sela. Should I bring Natasha or Himiko? I feel like bringing 2 DPS, do 2 supports is the way to go. And we already have Dawn and me on the team. We don't need... Well, we always need Himiko. I always need Himiko in my life. Maybe I'll just keep her on the team. Because we are really strong right now, so let's just see how it goes with this squad. And see if we ever need to change at any point. I forgot to actually say that we're changing to this team. Oopsie poopsie. Enable team. There we go. The team is enabled.
Who is it? The shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
It's me, Serval. It's a big customer with bigger pockets.
Not interested. I need time, not money.
I thought that would work.
Serval, we came past here before and helped you fix a few things. Remember?
What? Ah, I remember. The 3 outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you?
Yeah, we do.
Act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in.
Didn't we just hear you yelling from inside? Did you just lie to us?
Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March.
No, tell
Branya
her.
said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
I do trust you completely. Your vibes are immaculate.
Good. That's smart of you.
Nope, I'm dumb.
But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refused to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad.
And the architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Cocolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
Do you know Cocolia well?
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys.
Who
If
plays
long-lost
Serval?
Branya told you to
Hang
come
on.
here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
We may as well tell the long and short of it from the start to finish.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Oh, I love it when characters like quickly recap things. I want to see March do that.
Try not to embellish the facts.
Natalie Von Sistine. Telling Serval about your time in the underworld. Okay. What else does she play? I
So
really
that's
like her
what's been
voice. Haven't
I
seen
wonder we
that.
hadn't heard
Haven't
from
seen
Branya
that.
recently.
I specifically wait.
After all these years in
Oh, but I watched
isolation,
Spy Family
not a
in
single word
English.
from below. This is what's become of the underworld?
Hang on. Who does she play in Spy Family? Also, Sistine's a rad last name. Von Sistine.
There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Sela here as living proof. As for the Stellaron,
Oh, she plays Yor. Okay. Yeah, no, she has a
Branya
great
here
voice.
for
She's a
me.
great actress. Oh my gosh. Because I was like, her voice feels so familiar, but I couldn't quite place it. But like the reason I did, this is gonna sound so mean. The reason I didn't watch Spy Family in the English dub is because so Anya, she does really, really good, but I think that the Japanese performance for Anya is like unmatched. And it's kind of the same thing with Lloyd, where I think he does like a good job. Like I think it's like a solid like 6.5 out of 10 kind of performance. Like not bad. It doesn't take me out of the experience at all. If I had watched it in English, like without ever hearing the Japanese, I'd be very satisfied. But I think his Japanese performance adds so much to the character. But Yor was the one who was like of the three. I'm like, whoa, she's like doing a great job. Like she does a great job of like selling Yor's kind of ditziness while also like whenever she's being like a bad A, like actually like coming across that way, you know? So it's like her voice sounds so familiar. That was weird. I was trying to place it that entire time and just couldn't.
when I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
I guess it's time for a lore dump, huh?
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
You know, the moment you have to be like, whoa, this person, like, I should be thankful to them. They didn't murder me. It's like, you know, the bar's in hell at that point. How much did you know about the Stellaron? Do you know what Cocolia's end goal is?
Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, it was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force.
Like some Stellaron force?
She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. And the real Cocolia has...
Oh, like an Ozpin situation from Ruby. Okay, okay. See, ZZZ is already basically Ruby, so I wouldn't be surprised if there were influences here. Granted, there's already a lot of Fate influences here, so, you know.
Is she being compelled by previous generations of Guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
How much do you know about the
I figured out
Stellaron?
that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Can we talk to Japard?
Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Do you know where the Stellaron
Yes.
is?
I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
Okay.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Israel. A whole heap of Fragmentum?
Correct. And it's different from the underground towns you described. The Fragmentum there has quite literally torn everything to pieces. There's no sign of life, despite the monsters.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north.
Serval's gonna go with us?
Soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Awesome, awesome. So hey, it sounds like the whoa, look at this. What's happening here? Oh my gosh. Serval's on the team now? Crazy. Now I just need to level her up and give her stuff. Come here, Serval. Come here, bestie. Level up. I'm gonna use the 3 ones. I mean, I'm at the point where I can take on like the higher leveled stuffles, like the calyxes. So I'm like, I can get the 3-star stuff really easy. And I think it's more important to I mean, I might as well, right? Yeah, I might as well just take it off of Himiko. We kind of just have to do that right now. Yeah, and hands. Level up. We kind of just have to do that right now. Oh, we can. Why weren't these options before? These weren't options before, right? Like, what the freak do you mean? This would have made that entire ending of the last episode so much easier to go through. There we go. Fully leveled up. Enhance. Superimpose. We have more of these, right? We have one more of this. Okay. That works. Superimpose. 15%. His really isn't that good though. But it is in fact what he has. What about this one? Hang on. What is she? Defense of the current wearers. Okay. Superimpose. Do I have any of these? No, I don't. Okay. Then yeah, we're kind of max power right now. Watch Chapar just come bursting in through the door. I was joking. It was a meme. It was a meme.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be
I
around.
was kidding. It was a joke.
Find somewhere to hide, quick. I'll handle him. Chapard! It's you. I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
She really hit him with a brosif. Ugh.
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Well, I mean, that is just like the law, you know?
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it.
That's so stupid. So dumb. And that's how he finds us.
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
Almost like a suspicious individual, if I don't say so myself.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death. I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not. How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude.
Oh, he's so polite.
I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey,
Buddy, that's not the way
wait
towards
a
the door.
second.
The door's Serval's way, isn't
those
it?
intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
Who's joking?
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
Oh. Oh, I guess the door is that way. Never mind. My sense of the space got all thrown off.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Oh, I wanted to talk to Serval.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide
Let's
mission.
be honest, we can take all of the foot soldiers at the same time. The only people we need to worry about would be Kokolia and Japard. That is literally it.
Rest assured, Kokolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Kokolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Have you thought of a way to persuade Japard? Is Japard going to the Silvermane Guard restricted zone?
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way.
Okay, then let's
Come
go.
on,
Let's go.
to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Kokolia will be out of options.
Oh, cool. I got experience and stuff. Excellent. I would have liked some stellar jades, but that's
Is Bronya
fine.
really safe?
You care about her, huh? You
God,
must have become close friends.
I want them to kiss so bad.
Close.
They love each
is
other.
A bit much. But I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
Hey, yo, what about me?
I can believe
What about
that.
March? Come on. March is the backbone of this entire squad.
Oh, they've jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
I think they spotted us.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in.
Bruh, your hair is phasing through your helmet and hat. That's crazy.
Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
Do they not have a picture of the trespassers
My
going
brother
around?
said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Are you questioning Serval? How dare?
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Sweet, well, that worked. Hey, guy who it looks like we're gonna have to fight later, how's it going?
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a vacation. But let me set one thing straight. You are gravely mistaken. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that watch your every move. Behind us, we have a band of conspirators that have infiltrated the city.
Dang, he's so onto us. Oh my gosh.
The situation is critical. The lazy and undisciplined among you will lose your lives to the forces surrounding us. As such, starting from today, we will be adding 200 bench presses and 30 extra minutes of one-arm planks to our daily drill.
One-armed planks?
Clear? Yes, sir.
I need to try that. That sounds awful. Oh, a chest. A chest? A chest.
Looks good. See,
Also,
that was easy.
I wanted to switch to Serval.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
Well, there we go.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using my brother's name. Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at Hell on Earth.
I'm so excited because I'm so ready. I talked about it earlier, but I'm so excited just to have like just a dungeon to go through, you know? Like, again, as much as I am enjoying, like, I'm really invested in the story and I'm really enjoying it, but I just want, here's just a dungeon with like even like just 20 minutes, 30 minutes of just uninterrupted gameplay, you know? So what exactly is on the other side?
An endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Yes, yes! We've come this far.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Okay.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
But yeah, anyways, what I was gonna say before we got interrupted with like half an hour of plot. Oh wait, I can't move either. Can I not move either one of these two? There we go.
Its inner workings.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Can I follow you? Can I follow you? Can I follow you? Well, I was about to say, watch it go across the bridge that we needed to, like, activate first, and then it just leaves us. But yeah, no, what I was talking about before was I was trying to record audio on, like, separate tracks and everything, just to make it easier on me to, like, edit and everything, and, like, have it all together so I don't have to set it, like... Because one of the biggest issues, especially because I just edited the very first episode of this, I just edited it, is even the, like, with me doing, like, the sync where I go, like, how I do my sync is I'll go, like, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, which, like, helps me be like, okay, this is, like, relatively where it is at. And, like, I would say, like, 80% of the time I can get really spot on where it's, like, really synced up with my mouth. But let's say when I'm doing my audio test, like, I say it, like, half a second off. That throws off the timing of the entire thing, and then I have to spend extra time to kind of sync it back up, and I'm like, I just don't want to do that. So I'm now recording audio on my... Normally, I record my audio on Audacity, and I record the game's audio on OBS. But now I'm recording my... I have it set for separate audio tracks on OBS, so then I can separate my mic audio and the game audio on OBS, and by also still recording it on Audacity just because I think it sounds better over there. Because Audacity is just a purely like an audio software. It just processes it better. And so I have that, and now I can literally just sync up me talking with me talking, and it's going to take up so much less time. I'm so happy about it. But I messed it up last time, and it didn't come out proper. So that's all I was trying to say about it.
This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I found one.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
So someone's deliberately trying to create trouble.
Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
They cut off their only retreat?
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
I really do like how do I put this? Everyone's in the right except for Cocolia, you know? Like you have Bronya and Japard who are like very loyal to this idea of Cocolia and what she's doing. What she's the person who's like evil and kind of like manipulating everything behind the scenes. But they're loyal to the idea of her, that she is doing what's best for everyone. And then they're like, even in the underground, like you have like the Wildfire and you have Savarog, and like they're all doing what they think is right. The only person who's really in the wrong is Cocolia, but even then she's being controlled, because the reason everyone like follows her ideals is because of the person she used to be before she became corrupted, essentially. And 9 times out of 10, I hate like mind control stories, but I think using, again, this is my own personal interpretation of the story, I like the idea of, because of the person she used to be, and she still presents herself as that, being the thing that gets people to follow her, but now she's being used for just like bad intentions, essentially. So
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
okay. Also, the reason I want to play as Serval right now is because I'm like, as soon as we get like a 5-star DPS electric user, I'm like, how... I mean, she is like DPS if I'm remembering correctly. She's all based around doing a lot of big damage and stuff. Hang on, let me hit this really quick. There we go. It's going to be rough for me. Not rough, but it's going to be like, unless we're fighting an enemy that's literally only weak to electricity.
Wow.
How often are we going to be using Serval over other characters? You know what I mean? Also, how much is this should I be exploring right now? And are we just going to like come back to this like later after? Let's go ahead and click this, just so I'm not like wasting time exploring areas that we're going to explore later anyways.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate.
What are the odds? Agreed.
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals.
Won't this cause commotion?
That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
I did. I'm just really good at improv.
Come on. Let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
Yo, evening, soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers?
I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
This is gonna sound so weird. I like how not like a voice actor this guy sounds. Like, it feels like he like genuinely is someone that was just brought up off the street to be like a normal guy. Cause I love it when like the just your everyday person sounds like kind of awkward and stilted. Cause that's like, if you were like to come up to this person in real life and like say that, like, is that not how they would respond exactly? So they did a really good job at not sounding like a professional voice actor voicing a character in like in a good way, is how I'd put it.
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn. This guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem. We'll be back in a bit.
Okay, let's go find this Captain Dun. Or Captain Do. Oh my gosh. That just made me think, like, I wish I liked the Dune movies so bad, because I hear that they're incredible, but like, oh my gosh, could I just not care less about them?
Hey,
the first
Dun.
one's so boring.
It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
And that's the only one I've watched is the first one, and I didn't even finish it because I'm like, if I need to watch another minute-long session of Zendaya slowly turning around and then nothing happening, I'm gonna freak out. And I said that out loud to myself while I was watching it, and then the next scene was a scene of Zendaya slowly turning around for a minute and then nothing happening. So I was like, okay, based off of my morals, I have to stop watching now. So I've never finished.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Mana culture.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh.
You play rock and roll too? Cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Great seeing you. I wanted to click something spells bad.
Hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
I pissed myself.
How many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
This is such an abusive relationship. Oh no.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
Don't be hesitant in front of your dream girl.
Could you be any less discreet?
Shut up, March.
Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped around and asked the favor.
Why did you say that so suspiciously? You're not telling a lie, essentially, there. Like, yeah, He asked me this morning. He's on urban patrol duty, so he dropped by while doing that. Like, don't make it sound suspicious.
Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm.
And this is where you go, oh yeah, for sure, do that. And then that will help add legitimacy to what you're saying.
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
What? Why us? I didn't do anything.
There goes the negotiation.
Serval, you should go. I'll just say that.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done. This concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day. You must understand. My rock and roll soul is the dignity of a soldier.
That's so raw. I love that. So I was so confused. Like, why are you saying the whole stuff? Like, we used to rehearse every day. I was like, that's such a lame way to try and be like, we used to be friends, yada yada, blah 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 blah. But my rock and roll soul is the uphill the dignity of a soldier. That's so rad. I love this guy. Dune is like the best background character so far. Oh shoot, never mind. He's the worst.
Move carefully.
Oh, and great.